guys, it's Angela, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the power lesbian, Timothy Burke, who murdered her father the night of the election in their Seattle home, which is this one. It cost around $800,000. And after she did this horrendous thing, she went around and smashed all of the windows. And while she was super triggered about the election, the thing that set her off is the most ridiculous thing. But yet we've been seeing so many liberal people threatening the lives of Trump supporters. And so is this something surprising? No, because they were told by their campaign to hate Trump and hate Trump supporters. And they have called them horrible names, and many of them wish them the worst. Even famous people like Rachel Zegler, who just recently apologized for telling Trump supporters that she hopes they never find peace. So this girl, Corey, killed her father with an ice axe. The ones that they use in Frozen. She worked for Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos' space company. That is why she probably considers herself a power lesbian, because this is a very prominent job to have. On their webpage, you can fill out your contact information and request a trip to space. And her girlfriend, but actually it's a man, so even though she considers herself a power lesbian, she's actually straight because she is dating a man who considers himself to be a woman. And this person, Samantha, which I wonder what his real name is. I was getting her name confused with Amanda for a second because it reminded me of something so creepy in that video where the girl is saying that she's playing with Amanda, and then it cuts to that guy and he's like, "Hi, I'm Amanda."
Sweetie?
Amanda.
Hello? Oh, who are you?
I'm Amanda. I'm 6.
That's basically what this is right here. And Samantha is a very prominent author. That is why they consider themselves power lesbian, because she works for this really big, important company, and her girlfriend is a very prosperous author who wrote Real Queer America LGBTQ. Wait, what happened to the Q plus? That is so uninclusive of this person, and I am joking. Stories from Red States. And this person also has another book called Patricia Wants to Cuddle. And this is a one-of-a-kind queer horror story. So perhaps Corey and her girlfriend Samantha have a thing for queer horror stuff, which a lot of it is exactly that. This is an excerpt from her girlfriend's book in the chapter Seeing Red, and I'm just going to read the first paragraph because it's important and it relates back to this horrendous murder. The first color in the LGBT pride flag isn't blue, it's red. Red like 2,600 US counties were in the 2016 presidential election. Red like Donald Trump's neckties, and red like my anxiety flooded face the day he won, when my wife Corey raised the possibility of leaving the country. Wow! So Corey actually did also flirt with the idea of leaving the country, and she would have been so much better if she did, because if everything around her in her life was so difficult and she hated seeing red counties along with her girlfriend, then leaving the country would have been the very best thing that she could have done. And it would have avoided what happened in the last month. She chose to stay in the United States and continue to be so angry about seeing red. And Corey chose to see more red than she needed to. What makes me angry is one of the main points of women's rights is the normalization of killing fellow human beings, whether they are 67 years old like her dad Timothy was, and even though he was unhealthy and stayed home a lot, that didn't make his life any less valuable. Just like a baby has the same value as a person in their 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s. What set Corey over the edge was the fact that her and her father were arguing about turning off the lights. Corey wanted to have the lights off, but her dad wanted to have them on. And she went berserk over that. This is a picture of her and her wife, Samantha. I've been calling her her girlfriend, but actually it is her wife. Now, I'm going to read to you the proof that Corey believed that killing her father was actually a good thing. This story could have been completely different if she actually did leave the country in 2016, like so many woke people are saying that they were going to do. She would have broadened her perspective on the world and would have came back to the United States with a lot more gratitude. But instead, here she is telling people that the killing was meant to help people change their attachment to their parents. Does that not sound a little bit similar to the attachment that a fetus has to its mother? And Corey wants to prove that children shouldn't have this attachment to their parents ever. It's always been this thing about rebelling to your parents, never following the rules, and just being wild. That's what they want to encourage. And the killing had to happen today, Burke told police, her face covered in her father's blood. She saw too much red. Her and her wife were continuously out for red, just like the abortion movement is. Burke had been upset about the election and knew Trump would handily beat Kamala when she allegedly snapped. Apparently, her father refused to turn off the lights. She went upstairs, grabbed a pickaxe, tripped her father, choked him, and bit him on the floor. And doesn't that sound similar to all of these woke freak out videos that we're seeing of people going "Arr, arr, arr," and biting at the camera and acting like animals? They want to dehumanize us completely to the fact that we're just like animals. It's these type of people who want to destroy the US and make it like Cuba, a place where you'll go to jail for 10 years for killing a cow and 5 years for killing a human. Burke sat down next to her father and watched him die, then smashed all the windows in the house in what she described as an act of liberation. When cops arrived, they found her clapping because she was so happy, because she was so insane, because she was so far gone with the woke mind virus that there was no way of bringing her back. Burke is currently being charged for first-degree murder, and her bail is $2 million. Personally, I am not a fan of true crime stories at all. I think they are horrendous, and I don't understand what's to gain out of studying the mind of a psychopath and trying to understand why they have done such horrific things. I find it much more productive to study the minds of amazing people who have actually accomplished great things and are continuing to do so. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who make full-length documentaries. There's plenty of series on Netflix about true crime and killing people, and I find that it is very negative. And Jim Rohn said it best when he said, "It's pretty exciting to know that on any day you wish, you can make major changes in your life. It doesn't have to be the same from today." And Jim Rohn continued on to say, "The act of murder is clear proof that a person can forever change their life in one drastic act. Why not make that act a positive one?" All of these celebrities also want to go off talking about how they're going to leave the country. That is a positive change. If you believe that things have gotten so bad here, go explore and have fun while doing it. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.